Good morning and welcome to the show. I'm Suzie Wiley, and we're wasting no time this morning diving right into a fresh round of hot topics. On today's panel, we have two fabulous writers from 425 Magazine, Andrew Hoge and Monica Hart, and New Day's executive producer, Joseph Suttner. Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yes.
Before we get to the hot topics, did y'all enjoy your Mother's Day weekend?
Yes, absolutely.
What about you, Monica? What was
Loved
up
it.
with
Had
that?
my son, my husband, our pup, and so had the family together, ordered out, made
Oh,
it easy.
look at that.
Just kinda, the sun came out. It was lovely. I felt blessed.
Is that Lake Sammamish?
Lake Washington.
Lake Washington.
And that's
Oh.
my son, and then our pup. So
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, Joseph, I know you were visiting your mother.
Well, yes, I flew to Spokane on Friday. Oh, there's me and my mom, Janice. Cute.
Aw.
You
But
said it was tough getting her to take
She,
this picture.
was not super into taking the photo with me, but she is super into being my mom, which I really appreciate. So that's what matters. And yeah, it was
love
just a nice
that.
little weekend on the east side of the state.
And Janice is going to have fun when she sees that picture this
Yes.
morning. Because
Yes,
we
she
know
is.
she loves to watch on New Day.
Yes, from Spokane. You can do that, you know.
All right. Andrew, what about you?
Well, my mom lives in Yakima, which is where I was born and raised, so I was not able to visit her this weekend, but I did give her a nice long phone call, and she
Nice.
will be up for her birthday next weekend, so we'll make up
Excellent.
for it.
yay.
I love that. Mine was very low-key. I will throw my husband under the bus a little bit. On Saturday night, we were coming back from something, and I said, I need to grab a few things at QFC. And he's like, okay. And he drops me off from the car, and then I waited, and I said, I don't know if you have something planned, but I'm not cooking tomorrow. And he went,
yeah.
And then he started going, can you get me? And I went,
Oh, Scott.
anyway, he came through just fine, had beautiful dinner, so but it was a lot of fun. Okay, let's get started. First off, we've all heard of the Shirley Temple, right, with grenadine juice and Sprite or 7-Up, but there's something they're saying is the drink of the summer called the Dirty Shirley. Y'all have one. I'm not a drinker, so I just have the straight. This has vodka. Sprite, and then the regular
Kind of tastes like the
grenadine.
Capri Sun a little bit. I have to admit, though, I've never actually had a regular Shirley Temple, so I don't exactly know what it's supposed to taste
I
like.
hadn't either, but this is good.
But this is delicious.
Yeah.
Wait, neither of you have had a regular Shirley Temple?
No, I never have.
So
Now I'm hooked.
an adult Capri Sun, we're thinking.
Yeah, who's like the main audience of a Shirley Temple? Is it like kids at
It's kids.
restaurants?
Yeah.
Or, okay, yeah.
It's
that's-
I totally grew up on these. Like, you go to Red Robin,
Yeah.
get a Mountain High mud pie and a Shirley Temple because you felt super, super fancy. So I went
Mountain
into this
High mud
totally
pie.
expecting not to like it, but because the only thing dirty I like is my martinis. But this is actually really good.
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
All right, Monica, what do you think?
I love it. I'm hooked. Yep, I'm going to be a regular. This is what I've been missing all my life.
I love that. We created a drink for you. Well, we didn't, but we introduced you to it.
Suzie, you saw this on
Thank you.
TikTok, you said, right?
I did, and
Popular?
they said it's had so many views, and it's vodka added to the regular Shirley Temple. I love that you called it an adult Capri Sun. I think Capri Sun actually needs to start,
It kind of tastes like that, right?
It does,
yeah,
actually.
manufacturing in the little packets. Can
Dangerous.
you imagine in the pouch?
I love that.
All right, the drama around Kim Kardashian's Met Gala look. I know we have a lot of feelings about this. She wore Marilyn Monroe's gown. It wasn't created for her as a look-alike, but no, this is the actual gown.
Yeah.
And I will say this, a lot of curators are really having a problem with this because even though it was a private museum, it wasn't a public museum, and it's privately owned, they still did not like the idea that somebody took out a gown so historic and that she got to wear it. But we've got feelings. Andrew, I know as a fashion writer, you have a lot of feelings about this.
Well, to be honest, when she first stepped out on the carpet, I was like, wow, that's like a bombshell moment. Like, what? Hello. She looked amazing.
She did.
But it's the aftermath that kind of got me because she started talking about, losing a bunch of weight and crash dieting, which is not necessarily what I think fashion should promote anymore. It should celebrate, everyone. It should celebrate your body. And I just wasn't a fan of that, so I kind of left a taste in my mouth.
She did say she had to lose 16 pounds to fit in it.
Yeah.
She tried to fit in it, and it didn't quite zip. And so she had to lose 15 pounds, and that didn't feel right. What about you, Monica?
I guess for me, she looked gorgeous, but why not be original? This is your moment to shine and to put out your originality, and why go on the dress tails of someone else? Not just someone else. We're talking Marilyn Monroe here.
Right.
So I guess for me, it came from Ripley's, believe it or not. I would say, even though she looked beautiful, I would say not.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joseph, I know it wasn't your favorite
Well,
look.
I didn't have super strong feelings on it, But then, Suzie, you were talking more about kind of the message it sends to young women
Absolutely.
and, you know, just women in general.
Right.
And that kind of made me think more about it. So I was glad that you offered some perspective on that.
In 2022, to have somebody of her stature get up and say, I had to lose all this weight, that didn't feel good, especially as the mom of girls.
Yep. And I have a feeling she probably, as Kim K, most likely had other options out there. I'm just going to say, like, I don't think she just had that one dress only to fit into. I think she probably had options. So I'm not sure
I think
what
you're
the
right.
reasoning was there, but.
Okay, no segue to this, but the bird flu, not related to Kim Kardashian, the bird flu is in Western Washington. And here's the thing that you might not know. Executive producer Joseph Suttner has two fears in life.
Yes,
One,
well,
sinkholes.
Sinkholes is a big one.
And it was bird flu, but now what are you
Bird
feeling?
flu before, because the idea of a pandemic seems so scary.
Yeah.
And I'm not downplaying pandemics. Pandemics are scary. But I will say, after living through one, I think I have a little more like confidence in myself to like get through difficult things, just because living through COVID was so just unpleasant and bizarre. But we survived. And, you know, I was, you know, took safety precautions, and my thoughts on this have changed.
So you're not as frightened of the bird flu,
I am not anymore.
but still sinkholes.
It is still something to keep an eye on, because, you know, it is a serious illness. But yeah, and then sinkholes mostly just because, like, they can come out of anywhere. I mean,
Anywhere.
it's scary. I don't know.
I hadn't thought about it now.
I mean, it's not like we're living in Florida where they happen all the time, but, you know.
What about the others? Is bird flu a fear? Do you have other fears?
Nope, it's just me, apparently.
Okay. Andrew, bird flu,
You
anything?
know, I heard on the radio this morning that it is very not super harmful to humans,
Right.
and it is unknown, right? This happens every couple of years. So it sounds like they're on it, and I'm happy about that. Maybe I'll stay away from chicken for a little bit. But otherwise, I'm
They're
like,
not saying
they're-
that.
Fair enough.
Just don't let your bird hang out with the wild ones. Monica, any fears you want to share
Well,
with
I'm
us?
just keeping my dog Maximus on a leash when I walk him. I don't want him to get into something that maybe would hurt him. And as far as the pandemic, I mean, as difficult as it has been, I feel prepared in a way. I mean, I have my arsenal of everything at home. I know how to try to keep safe at least.
Yes.
So I actually have a little bit more, I guess, confidence there that I wouldn't have known about prior to
I
that. But
totally agree with Monica.
Max is on
I
a
love
leash,
that.
baby.
I love that. Keep Max on a leash.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my Hot Topics panel isn't going anywhere. They'll be back for more later in the show.